get used to get again. When the government took over, they put every one of them.
We discovered the issue.
There are some people in the country, they're the one can even say wish for government because you brought the government to power. So even when they are doing wrong, you cannot tell them because you brought them to power. And people who are there to tell the government, oh yeah, you are doing this, you are doing that, is not good. Sometimes the government can listen and change to do the better. These are people you stand to insult. President Waka, why are children crossing right today? 2 years now into your administration, you said we're not going to see this thing happening in the country, but it is happening.
The Liberian Council of Churches, it is something that they crafted from the World Council of Churches, which was meant to promote peace and justice.
We dig out the facts. We bring the issue to the public to participate.
I was children. Why they keep it over there for them to get money without
work? Lying, looking for wasting all because they not getting nothing off like there. No wasting.
It is government that we have here, but it is clear that Baka is not in charge. When the guy will do, they want to take some money onto themselves. Oh, Papa, they not lema, they will can wait on the shadow task force so that we can start working. And the very people that are involved, even the things that are happening in Liberia, you told them you place them on the task force.
Issue in the society. We discuss critical issues affecting the nation against socio-economic issues standing to shape the destiny of Liberia. We discuss issues including poverty rates. Human rights concern environmental challenges with a lower percentage of the population struggling to meet basic needs. Human rights violations such as arbitrary killing issue in the society comes to you on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10:30 a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. Join our panelists Aliu Masale and Solomon Bakari from the US of A, and the host Stephen Control of Kings FM 88.5. We break the news.
As a government, I think the government's focus should be on the bread and butter issue of our people. Where we have our mothers, our fathers are all over here crying. They cannot get what they used to get again. When the government took over, they put every one of them.
We discovered the issue.
There are some people in the country, they're the one can even say wish for our government because you brought the government to power. So even when they are doing wrong, you cannot tell them because you brought them to power. And people who are there to tell the government, oh yeah, you are doing this, you are doing that, is not good. Sometimes the government can listen and change to do the better. These are people you stand to insult. President Waka, why are children crossing right today? 2 years now into your administration, you said we're not going to see this thing happening in the country, but it is happening.
The Liberian Council of Churches, it is something that they crafted from the World Council of Churches, which was meant to promote peace and justice.
We dig out the facts. We bring the issue to the public to participate.
I was children. Why they keep it over there for them to get money without work?
They're lying, looking for wasting all because they not getting nothing off like there. No wasting.
It is government that we have here, but it is clear that Baka is not in charge. When the guy will do, they want to take some money onto themselves. Oh, Papa, not lema, they will can wait on the shadow task force so that we can start working. And the very people that are involved, even the things that are happening in Liberia, you told them you place them on the task force.
Issue in the society. We discuss critical issues affecting the nation against socio-economic issues standing to shape the destiny of Liberia. We discuss issues including poverty rates. Human rights concern environmental challenges with a lower percentage of the population struggling to meet basic needs. Human rights violations such as arbitrary killing issue in the society comes to you on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10:30 a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. Join our panelists Aliu Masale and Solomon Bakari from the US of A, and the host Stephen Control of Kings FM 88.5.
Did you Exclusive from hotlbr.com.
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they eat their man, they change their mind. What kind of people they do?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they do?
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they came their crown, they changed their mind. When they came their crown, they changed their mind. What kind of people they do?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they do?
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Bless.
Yeah, you.
Wednesday from the nation capital here in Morovia. A pleasant good morning. Welcome to another edition of the program Issues in the Society. Being Stephen Compton, my team there from the US. We are back and we are grateful to God. It's just another time, a privilege, an opportunity to be grateful to God for the gift of life. And so this is how I'd like to welcome you. For those of you who are following us via our various social media platforms, we are asking you to share the live video. And also, those of you who are following us in Radio Land, probably in your keke, your car, however means you are following us, we are asking you to increase the volume as we are here to discuss issues that matter most to us as a people in our country. And so Aaron W. Collins washing up from Cartwell. Emmanuel Asa is also watching us from District 3 there, Monserrato County. Jean S. Banan Jr. says, good morning to you guys from the Kings FM radio station. I am following from my comfort zone here in Mount Barclay community. Thank you. Agatha Glasgow says she's watching for Tigers Village, where the common citizen children live. And we have here Addison also following out there from the US. The Viso Ball says, good morning, Stephen Compton. Good morning to the peace-loving people of Mama Liberia. I'm Deviso Casa Boy. I'm watching from the border of Crew Town, precisely Lagoon community. Thank you. Political Stalin says I'm watching for Crew Town. Benefit Black Hole also following us there from Kanga Baden on the Bourgeois Island. And the rest of you. And so very quickly, let me now bring down the team son and usher in my colleague. Aliyu, good morning. Aliyu, good morning.
Good morning, Stephen Compton. Good morning, Stephen. Good morning, Mama Liberia. Can you hear me? Something happening?
Yeah, I'm getting you. I don't know where it's coming from. Okay, all right. let's see. So go ahead. Let me get you. Okay. All right. So go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
So go ahead. Let me get you. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I'm getting you. I'm getting about feedback. I don't know what is going on. Feedback. I don't know what's going on. Feedback. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Let me take this break and just be right back. Let me just take this break and be right back. Let me take this break and just be right back. Let me see what I can get. Let me see what I can get.
Where my freedom,
Exclusive from hotlbr.com.
when they were coming, they said they were freedom fighter. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. But when they eat their man, they change their mind. What kind of people they do?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they do?
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. But when they came their crown, they changed their mind. When they came their crown, they changed their mind. What kind of people? What kind of people? What kind of people? What kind of people they do?
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo.
Okay, all right. Okay, we want to say welcome back. After this very short break, it was just very, very much important to do some setup. So Ali, are you there now?
Good morning, Stevie. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm getting you loud and clear. Yes, go ahead. I think it is much or better now. Go ahead.
Okay, good morning. Good morning, Mama Labira. Salut, Masade. Glad to be here this morning. How's everything? How's the family?
Yes, everything is fine. The family is doing well as well. And how's your end?
Thank God, my brother. We are trying. We are trying. Thank God. How's the country?
Yes, the country is here. Liberia is definitely here. And by the special grace of God, we are definitely moving on. So it is good that we are back here today. We hope to be joined by Solomon Reed later. Yes, that's very, very much important. So there are a couple of issues to talk about. Probably the second segment of the show, we will be hosting Seton, a son of Sino County, who we have here probably to talk about other issues, the leadership of the county, a couple of other issues. So, but before then, let's look at the government's decision. You know, yesterday there were a lot of people who, some way, somehow, greeted this particular decision by the government with mixed reaction. There are some other people who have the mindset that such decision from the government is something that probably may be said on the paper, but its implementation may be something that will be difficult, even in Montserrat here. Let's to talk about the Leeward County. And so on yesterday, via the executive mansion Facebook page, the government was able to, you know, make a decision of probably, let's say, a reduction in the prices of some commodities in the country here. So we're talking about the rice and that of the flour, right? So the government said because uh, prior to days, according to this information, right now as we speak, the reduction that was made, and I'm going to break down this for our common people so that they can be able to have an understanding, right? So they can be able to have an understanding. Remember, just a few weeks ago or a month, the president was able to set up a task force to ascertain the prices of basic commodities like rice and other things in the country here. And so, upon their recommendation, the government was able to come up with the decision. All right. So now this says the president disclosed that the wholesale price for flour, which previously stood at US 39 dollars per bag, has now been reduced to 20 $35, right? And the rice which was sold at $16.75 has now been reduced to $14. So it means that when you are going to buy the rice, what you used to pay now, there's some reduction, and instead of the $16.75 or $16 or so you used to pay, it now come down to $14. So if you are going now, you have your $14, you go and buy a 25 kg bag of rice. So and this particular decision from the president, after this, the commerce minister, uh, Madam Dako said, took to a social media page, and there was what she wrote. I'm going to read that and then go over to you now, Mansale, so that you can be able to give your own analysis on this. So let me read her statement very quickly as we go on. She said, well, following President Joseph Boyka's directive to reduce the prices of rice and other essential commodities, I am leading a nationwide inspection starting today, which is this Wednesday, to ensure that these new prices are properly implemented. All right. So she went on and she says, our goal is simple: to protect consumers from unfair pricing and make basic goods affordable for every household. We will be visiting markets, shops, and suppliers across the country. Anyone found overcharging will face serious consequences. Together, we can create a fair and transparent market that works for all Liberians. I ask for your support and cooperation during this important process. All right, so that was what the Commerce Minister wrote on her official Facebook page in reaction to the decision that was taken by the government on yesterday to ensure that these things prices are, reduced on the market. All right, so let me go over to you. I'm going to do my analysis on that after you. If we have on Reeves and Reeves does his, then I will come in with mine. So these plus other national issues we will be talking about. So now let me now bring you on again so that you can be able to make your own analysis on the government's decision to have, a carry on reduction on the prices of these commodities. What do you make of the decision for us as a people and as a country? What's the take on this, Aliyu?
Yeah, take you there, Stephen. And first of all, this issue, we heard the president, he told the vice president to set up committee that time to know what is happening, that tin prices are skyrocketing in the country. Okay, that was a good thing. years for the vice president to work and report to him, and then they should find solution to that. And we as Liberians, we know rest is our staple food. And these are some of the things that the Unity Party campaign on heavily, that Liberians couldn't afford to buy their own stable food because the price of rice was very high. People were dying in the country from hunger because they couldn't afford to buy rice, which is our stable food. That's cool. They ran campaign with that. And if today the president will come out and say, oh yes, the price of rice has dropped, and the comment minister is saying she's going to take a nationwide tour to make sure that it's being implemented. Because saying it is not all to it, but the implementation process, that's the more important one. The things are already high in the country. So if you bring in rice price down, that will be very good for us. And we appreciate the government for doing that as well. If they are going to implement it, it's not just going to be something that will be done after 1 or 2 months or 2-3 weeks, then rice price go up again, and then they will come and say, oh, rice price are going up in the war. That's why the president brought the price down. After 2-3 weeks or 1 month, the price went back up. And I don't know how they did their work before coming to tell Liberian people that the rice price is coming down to $14. Because I can remember during the previous administration, before President Weah could bring rice price down or anything, we saw him. He held meeting with the importers, and there were a lot of things that were discussed. Because these people, you will not be telling them to pay huge taxes when they are bringing in rice, flowers, and other things into the country, and then you want to come and just tell them, I want you to sell the rice $14, I want you to sell the flour this price. First of all, these are the importers. You're supposed to have meeting with them and tell them, oh yes, we are going to reduce the tariff, the taxes you guys are paying in bringing rice, flowers, and other things to the country. You people have to come on the negotiation table before you can come on now, and then you tell your people, oh yes, beginning today's date, people will buy rice $14, you will buy flour $30, whatsoever. But we didn't see anything, any public meeting holding with those people who are bringing rice and flowers into the country. We don't know how they did their own, but if they did it the right way and talk to those people, they came on one understanding that they are going to reduce the price of rice based on how much taxes they are going to be charging them. If they did it behind closed door and came out with one understanding, I will applaud the government for that 100%, because things are already high in the country. If you can't afford to get your own stable food, that's not a good thing. So I hope they did our groundwork behind closed door before coming up with this. And I think the president, if he do it the right way and right price come down, that's good. Because President Baka himself has been president for 12 years, all of this agreement, red press going up in the country, it was done during that 12 years administration. They spoil it. So if he can come and fix it, I would say bravo to him. At least the old car is now working, because he was there as an old car parked in the garage and they were running things, but he was the president over the Senate. So if he can come today and reduce right price, and we see that it take effect that we carry on maybe for a year till the end of his tenure, I will say congratulations to President Baka and his administration. Like today, all those concession agreements in the country, he signed them, all those Booker agreements. So if today he start fixing them, we applaud him for that. And this is what we want to see. You campaign, you promise the Liberian people that you are going to make right price affordable for the least people in the country. So if we see it happening today, it will be good. We have to thank the government for that. So we look forward to the implementation process to see how it's going to go. If they already talk with the importers, how they will reduce that taxes and whatsoever. And then we'll say, oh yeah, this is not, because for me, I don't trust any word from President Baka. All of his speeches, these are contradiction and making mockery out of the Liberian people. So I can see this being implemented from now to December 20 or January 2026. then I would say yes. It shouldn't be something that after 2, 3 weeks the price of rice go up, then they say war in Ukraine, war in Gaza, war in this other country. Because we in America here, we knew how much we were buying rice, even in America. When Corona came, we saw the increase of rice prices. But this were things that United Party campaign on that George Weah left red fan with him to supply the country, and he carried the red press up. So everything was tied on George Weah that he carried red press up, which of course it was a global issue. But when President Baka took over, immediately he said people should listen to BBC, war in Ukraine, that what made team presses are hard. So for me, I can see the implementation then, but it is a good thing, and we pray that it works for we the Liberian people. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Aliyu. We have Solomon. Solomon, welcome. Solo, are you there?
Yes, thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning, Solomon. Welcome.
Okay, so I'll be brief because I'm a little bit busy.
Okay.
But as I said last night, the situation in the country, all of those people who try to bring the price of rice down, uh, they were the one that carried it up in the first place. Uh, we thank God that something speaking to their mind so that they can reduce it. Have in mind that Liberia is not buying rice. Somebody is giving rice to Liberia, but we are only responsible for shipping and handling. And in the shipping and handling, there where we have to pay. That's why they charge those people the money that they charge. But they're also making some profit out of the money that they charge. So they can bring that bag of rice down to even $9, to even $10, because based on information that they explain on radio regarding the right situation in the country. So that is it. President Boyka, he was vice president when all of those things that have to do with the increment of gas price, the increment of telephone services, and all of those stuff. They signed it. Nyobi Kanga was there, who is the pro tem. Jeremiah Kuhn was also in the house, and all of them were in the house. So what they're doing is nothing new. It's things that they did against the Liberian people. So if they decide to reduce the price of rice, uh, they can do that. But it is nothing new. During President Weah time, bag of rice at one time was $14 and change or $13 and change. So for them to bring it to $14, not any kind of miracle that they're performing. They need to do the needful things. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you also, Solomon. Thank you. That's very much important. So Aliu, you wanted to make a comment on this issue before probably coming back to me. Then we'll go to the lines. There was an incident in Nima County on yesterday, in Ganta to be specific, where there was a tension between cyclists and LMP officers there, and it was a very bad scene. As we are told, a time has been restored a little bit. But what do you make of that? We are seeing all these kind of things like citizens, most especially where you see the cyclists, whenever a situation occur like that, going about probably like other people would say, taking the law in their own hands, challenging police officers doing this, which probably sometimes results to people being injured in the process. Like I was seeing on social media, an old lady who was badly wounded, according to information. It was as a result of the tension on yesterday. And a lot of cases of such have been reported from the county there. What do you make of these things in terms of these kind of tension between citizen always and police officer, law enforcement officer? What do you think is the result of these things?
Yes, Stevie, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Leo.
Yeah, the issue, what is happening over there, for me, this issue about motorcyclists, they are always dying. Every night then you see the kid, the other motorcyclists on the side, and it just getting too much in that area. We come to Nima country, going to the last southeast, it's just getting too much there. And the way I see citizens, we have to stop this issue there when it comes to taking laws into our hands. Even though if a motorcyclist were killed or arrested or whatsoever, I think they have authorities in the place that people can reach out to them. This is what happening. And this whole motorcyclists, they have a union, and they have people who are above them, who they go to. When we were motorcycling, when I was one of those in Liberia, there we have our people. They come, they sell ticket to all, they give all ticket in the morning. So when things happen, I think we need to reach out to them. But for this thing to be happening and you see people taking into the street, it's all about the country have been governed lawlessly. So that's why you see citizens always take matters into their hand instead of going through the right process. Because if you see you get a lawless government, everybody just do things lawlessly, everybody do their own thing. This I think you will see, but when this is why I always say, any country when there is total breakdown in the rule of law, that country is not a safe place. And this is why you see this thing happening. This government is very reckless, useless, and lawless. This is why we see this thing happening all of the time. And I will always say this, I expected this government to be one of the most best government in our country, the best government. Experienced, sophisticated as they claim they are. All the year President Baka spent in government, for you to be president today, and then we see the country being governed lawlessly, that nobody respect rule or law, starting from you, the president. So why do you expect motorcyclists to be doing? Because they know that even when they take complaint to police station, they take complaint to wheresoever, it's just a decade, so they decide to take the law into their hand. Because if you can get a president that's supposed to respect the rule of law and the constitution that bring pride and dignity to a nation, nationally and internationally, but you get a president who doesn't respect the constitution that make him to be your president, that he took oath to defend and protect, you get a president who does not respect the rule of law, what do you expect the citizen to do? So these are some of the things. Those motorcyclists, what they are doing, they're supposed to be calm, and then they see how they can reach to their leaders and things. But this is something that just getting too much, that even those guys that are there, the point that said the union commanders and what have you in the country, they don't even seek the interest of those motorcyclists. Sometimes they go about even resting their motorbike from them. You didn't buy ticket today, this and that. We experienced the same thing when I was motorcyclist back home. You see, but the lawlessness is too much in the country as compared to any other government we ever had. Yes. And this is why we see this thing happening, people taking laws into their hand when something happens, for them to follow the proper channel and say, no, we will spoil it, we will do this, we will do that. But at least I think the tension have gone down, and see the way in which police were firing tear gas among these protesters and what have you. When I saw that thing, I was there, oh my God. But it is what it is. We pray that they should be able to solve that situation as soon as possible. As we are seeing, right now things are under control. Saying that tear gas incident went on the protester. I think they have restored a little calm. But as I said, if you get a reckless government, very irresponsible, bunch of inept people working along with the president himself, these are things you should always expect in the country. And this is why I always tell people to be very careful in Liberia. They should stay in their lane, because we get a lawless government that doesn't respect human rights. I think you can see the report that came out in the country. And these are some of the things the government they really need to work on. The damaging human rights report that came out, and we still see the same thing continuing in the country. We don't know when they will start to put measures into place. But these things are happening because you get a lawless government, you get a reckless president that doesn't respect the rule of law. That's why you should expect to see in the country. If the president cannot respect the rule of law, then the citizen will not respect the rule of law. So far, so good. That's what's happening today across the country. And these are some of the things that you will see when things happen, people want to take matters into their hands. We are children, we learn from our parents. When you get a lawless and reckless president, you do the same thing. The energy you give me, I give back to you. That give and take. So that's it there.
All right, thank you once again, Aliyu. That's very important. Thank you. And yes, so let me quickly recognize a few of our people as we go on and on. Frank P. Mountain says he's following us from Johnson Street. Thank you, Frank. David Toll is also following from Nick Rutan, Jeremiah Paiway. Also following Juju One Way. Nathan Page is also following us as well. Lahama Salih also following us. Patricia Brown from ELW is also following us. And we have Moses Colley. Venetius Bar Jr. is also following us. Otaka Carl will also following us. And we have Crafty, this person watching us also. And the rest of you. All right. So thank you, Mr. Mansard. But let me begin with this Ganta situation. I was able to speak with one of my colleagues there who was able to detail me about the happening there. But now here is the thing. You see, the last time we said these things over and over, these are things that happen whenever the people feel within themselves that they no longer trust in the system. When they feel within themselves that the system has failed them. I'm not in any way supporting the action of the citizen. No, I condemn that. And it was something that they shouldn't have done. But again, what I'm saying is that when the people you are ruling or you are governing, when they feel that they no longer have any hope in you or in the system, what they do is that they take the law in their own hands. Because you, the duty bearer, you have a record of brutalizing these people. You, the duty bearer, you have a record of killing these same people. They have record on you that even when they should have gone to you to express themselves, nothing will come from out of it. When the people have this kind of mindsets, definitely, whenever situation of such occur, they would like to do everything possible to satisfy themselves. And I said these things over and over, that what we witness in this country, it came in different forms and manners. And one of those things is that when people, they satisfy over certain situation, that's the time they live from under the canopy of peace, and they would like to take the law in their own hands. What we saw in Ganta yesterday, it was so bad. It was so bad. And as we always call on the police, that many a times when these things are happening, everyone looks up to the law enforcement officers. And as I said, when they believe that those people will not put in place any mechanism to ensure that these things are properly handled, then they do things by themselves. So we hope that a thorough investigation be launched, and these things, we don't see them anymore. Because it is so bad for our country. It is so bad for our country. We are here talking about the country being hard, the economic situation in our country. Then we have these kind of things coming up. They are happening in the country here. People are seeing them. We are in a digital world. Everybody is watching, and they are seeing things that are happening in our country. Do you think people out there will come and invest in this country? Even people who here are carrying on investment, who are working in the private sector, they will be afraid. They will be afraid, and they will like to pack up and leave this country. So that's the reason why whenever these things are coming about, we always speak about them. That the government needs to do everything possible to ensure that, whenever these things are happening, they have to put in place mechanism or solution. But when it happens to the area here, when nothing is done, other people on the other side, they will like to do it too. Because they see the country to be a lawless country. As you read the poll or Aliyu Masale, they will see the country to be a lawless country. Because these people are watching, they are reading, they know what is happening on a daily basis in our country here. So if they see the head of the country does not respect the rule of law of the country, they themselves, they will not respect the rule of law of the country. So when a police officer tells you that pass on this side, they will say, no, I'm going to pass on this other side that you don't want me to pass. Why? Because they believe that people who are governing the country, they don't respect the rule of law of the country. They don't. They have disregarded the Constitution on several times. They don't care. So these are things that can happen. These are things that can happen. Now let me go over to this other talking point that has to do with the government's decision for the reduction of the basic commodity, that which we appreciate. It is a very good step by the government, a very good decision taken by the government for our people, the ordinary people. We always told you that when we come on the platform here, we are talking for the ordinary people, most especially when it comes to this economic situation. Because these things that are happening, they don't affect those government officials. No. The hunger we are faced with in this country, the hunger does not affect them. It does not affect their families. But you, the ordinary people who struggle hard to even get a daily meal, you are the one these things affect. So coming up with such a decision, we think it is something that is very good. But here is the issue. When these things are happening, sometimes when I read the press release yesterday, the first thing that came to my mind, that why it is true that the government is taking this decision, to reduce the prices of these commodities. And what was actually playing on my mind is that who are going to buy those things? Or for whom this particular decision has been taken. And I was kind of contemplating on the ordinary people. Those same people whose job were taken from them. Those same people whose children were restricted not to move certain part of the city, which has reduced what they used to make before. These are the people for whom the decision were taken. We are not talking about the implementation aspect, because let me tell you something. I read to you the statement from the commerce minister, right? I read her statement when we started the show, that she will ensure that the president's decision is implemented all over. And anybody who refuses or who does the contrary will face the full way of the law, right? I read the statement. I don't want to talk about the implementation aspect because people will call on their station. Let us just give it a month, and they will try to complain that the decision the government has taken is not working. It is not workable. People will call. Just watch my words, and somebody will call to reference what I'm saying here. But now here is the thing. The people for whom you are taking a decision, you have taken job from them. They used to go around the market. They used to go around here to go and sell, to be able to do other things and sustain their families. But every day you are running behind them. Where they used to sell. So where are those people taking the money from now? Where will they take this money from? That when they even go in the market to sell, for people to even go there and buy is very difficult. We are talking about deployable road conditions in the country, and there's a nationwide decision that has been taken. So do you think these things will take effect in the leeward counties? When the people will be able to take their market from here, carry on that side to be able to sell. And while you are talking about, they have direct tax and the indirect tax. So the one who buys the commodity will pay the direct tax. And the indirect tax will be paid by those people who are going to buy from that Jalosha, from the various community, the people who selling the rest by cup. They are going to feed it. And these same people will call here. So create the opportunity that will be able to give the people the opportunity that they will be able to work and be able to provide for themselves and their family. Because these were the same thing that you were talking about here, Mr. President. You were talking about job creation here. That the people, they had nothing to do. The people had nothing to do. Because of that, things were very, very hard. That they were even going to sell in the various markets. Even the one who sat in the beta ball could not even afford. They were not going to buy from them. These are the same things that are happening now. These are the same thing we are talking about. So it will be very difficult. The decision is a very good decision though, but its implementation, people will call here and be able to tell us. You know the reason why? Because there are so many factors involved when we are taking such decision to ensure that people are going to implement it. People are going to walk in line with it. But with the current economic situation, while we are saying the road condition and other factors surrounding this particular decision, I am saying that it might be very difficult for people to go about doing this. It will be difficult. It will be difficult. So we look forward to see that. We actually look forward to see that. So let me cross over to Aliyu once again. Probably he has other things to say. Then we can go to the line and hear from you, our callers out there. Aliyu.
Yes, Stevie, you said something very, very, very much important. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Because first of all, if you bringing the price of rice down, and somebody coming from Way, Sando, Gangile, Lokatu, all places there to even get to Monrovia because of the road condition. These people, they struggle to get to Monrovia. And you buy maybe 1,500 bags of rice, the transportation to even carry that rice to where you coming from. So how are you going to sell that rice of $14? That's one of the things we need to add this government. We don't know the wholesale price and the retail price. When they hear me, oh yeah, the rapper has come down to $14. So how much are they selling in the port that you're going to buy it? Because even those people that are coming to buy that rice, wholesale, when they go to the port, then they buy it because of the constraint that they will go through to get back to these new work counties. They are not going to sell that rice $14. And President Baka, these are things he talked about. When you listen to that audio we played the last time, farm to market road, when he's talking about road, these are the kind of road. 2 years now, what the farm to market road you have done? Okay, as an agriculturist, these are things today we're supposed to see our economy, we want to see rest all across the country. Because people say, oh, they ask you, say, yeah, you're agriculturist, you know all of these things. Say you came to power, the farm. Because these are something that these are things you're supposed to make sure you decentralize it. When they talk, they say, oh, the agriculture, they're doing farm on the side, they're doing, can one county fill Liberia with rice? You see? So we rather want to see it be implemented. Like one time, one of his officials made a post, oh, this time in Liberia, you don't see people standing in queue to buy rice no more because rice is surplus in the country. Okay, that's cool. People are not standing in queue to buy rice. But during George Weah time, according to you, people used to stand in queue to buy rice. Yes, people were standing in queue to buy rice because they could afford to even buy it. Because people were working, they could afford to buy rice. They could stand in queue. At the end of the day, they will buy rice. But right now, you get the rice surplus in the country. You can't see nobody to buy it. So to stay in line to buy the rice you can afford, and you are not standing in line to buy rice because you can't afford, which one good? So as you said, you brought the right price down here, but who going to buy it now? People that were doing that $50 job, you took them from job. Motorcyclists that were self-employed, riding their bike to take care of themselves and their family, sending their children to school. Today, their children are not in school. How are they going to even buy a $14 rest? You see? So you have to go and be begging somebody. You have to go, so you beg somebody, they give you $200. You be passing begging till you be able to get a $2,800 or $2,900. I don't know how much the US rate now to buy a half bag of rest. You see? Use people spoil this thing like Solomon said, and you need to fix it. It's not any miracle that you spoil it, you know how to fix it. So that's one of the things. Let's see how this thing is going to be implemented. To say A is not all to it. So we are looking at the implementation process. If that will happen from now to even December 2025, then we'll say, oh yes, thank God for the government. I mean, that's it. And then we see it going forward. But we don't want after 2-3 weeks or month, we hear that because war on the other side, so the repair going up again. No. Corona King repair when all you say no job we are power. Level restaurant with him that he had control over to feed Liberian people and he was staffing them. So these are things you campaign on, and we make sure that this other campaign promise be fulfilled by bringing right price down. Even though you bring it down, we get people to buy it because while you are taking everybody out of their job, motorcyclists who are taking care of themselves and their family, you can't get their job, you are taking them out of job. So the rep price has come down. Who going to buy it now? You want them to go again and be begging people to buy them $14 rest. If people were to remain in their job, you bring rep price down. Okay, everybody at least. Yes, you that over there says to me, you can look at one person, you say, oh yeah, let me give you something and half bag. But you take everybody for job, then you bring the rep price down. Who going to buy the rest? This is why these people, they continue to use us. We should be slave to them. You bring the rep price down before we can buy the $14 rep. We have to be walking to your offices, baking your, texting your to help us with even $14 to buy rest. 2029 Liberians, we know what is happening. We have to think wisely and see what to do. I think we can go to the line.
Okay, all right, thank you. Thank you. So 0772239933 0886304497 0777980375 I the numbers to call and have your said on issues we are talking about here. We spoke about the tension that occurred in Gantai on yesterday, and we also talked about the government's decision to reduce the rice price, the price of flour as well. So, what do you make of that as a citizen? Okay, so let's get this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Brother Stephen. How you doing?
I'm okay. Your name and where you
I'm Edwin Tyson. I got it from Johnsonville.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that's two things you just said, and my attention just went to it. Joseph Baka fooling us. The real issue that they're talking about, I was listening to some of the radio stations. They say it's a Chinese government that get a Liberian their rights.
Okay.
Yeah, and the rights they give it to the Liberian, they give it to the Liberian free of charge. And the whole paper that $14, the whole pay, the big pay. And Joseph Baka give it to the marketeers, and the marketeers begin to split it into two to put it in a small bag. And the red press and Joseph Baka are setting the Liberian people that bring red press down. So Joseph Baka fooling the Liberian people.
Okay.
Because you know the stuff that I already feel.
We will look at that. Let's see what happens. The person. Good morning.
Morning, how you doing?
Yeah, good morning. You need to bring
Sammy. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Masare, I want to speak to Masare. I want to say no more master.
Yeah, he's hearing you. Go ahead. Yeah, so just speak. He's listening to you. Go ahead.
Masare, no more mao. You must take courage to run.
Okay,
You
Mama, thank you.
not believe again. Mouth have to go. So take courage, no more man.
Okay, Ma, thank you so
Oh,
much.
All right, thank you. Let's see that. Get this other person. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, this person. Hello.
Hey, how are you? Contact.
Good morning, Carl.
Let me say hi to Masade and our busy following up this morning. Look, this is Edmund Carr, the visually impaired that keeping this unprepared president deliver.
Is that the fire is burning now because the president just took a decision?
And this is why they have confused. That's a confused decision. That is not realistic. Okay. We're going to prove that right now. And I foresee shortage of race if the government enforce this quote unquote regulation because the guys are not smart. Last night, you make a pronouncement, we should score that pronouncement is supposed to come from the comment ministry and then publish on the page of the executive mansion, but the president did the pronouncement, the press secretary put it on the executive mansion website as say it is an executive order. Then the the comment minister now is talking about today, they are going to start enforcement. It doesn't work that way. If even you have not too hot water, it is a wholesale price or it is a retail price. When that pronouncement is made, if it's real, you get time to the people, even in one way you get that time, because mind you, some people may have purchased the right with a higher price. You will have to allow them to sell their rice with a complete air before their new pronouncement measure can be enforced. So if you're going to go enforce it, instead of me going to buy the rice, $21, I will not find a rice to buy. That's one. The next thing that there is that the government did not get any kind of clear-cut economic policies what necessitated the dropping of the rice. They did not do so. But if you go on the website, you read their posts, they are telling all the two recommendations from the Buakai committee, from the Kun committee, the committee that was set up by the president. And that particular committee has not made the report public to the Liberian people. What do they gather? What are the recommendations they follow to the president before he can put out to the Liberian people to reduce the price of rice? They did not do so. But rather, come out to tell all $14. Have you, when you sit with a rice importer, to understand that because the last time 2024, President Buakai, in meeting with the rice importer, he anchored left that meeting only because you're going to come to a one understanding. The thing about rice and other commodities in the country, you cannot impose it from the people. You allow them to make their decision on one understanding. The reason why we succeeded doing so, it was because we were able to make some commitment to them by subsidizing the rice area. So looking at all of these issues, it's just a fiasco. And to conclude this, the government of China gave Liberia 14,400 bags of rice. So if the rest are given to us, say you cannot give it free, everybody will not be able to get it, and you want to sell some, the Liberian put that, we receive some rice from the Chinese government, we try to give it to you for affordable rate. That will be okay. But for you to go and start rebacking the rate, selling it $14, $30 to prove that, yes, you have reduced the price of rice, that is a disgrace to the government and the same lie that the guy will always come with to take our attention from the real issue. Go and follow it. We are your citizen journalists. We got rights in this country for the Chinese government. Let us tell us what is happening with our rate. What are they doing with our rate before they come up with that price? So to conclude, it is a fiasco. There is going to be an artificial shortage of rice if the government go ahead to enforce this particular quote-unquote so-called government mandate. Thank you.
Yeah. So, before you leave our car, you stress a very salient point. Let us say, for example, the reduction of the rice price is based on probably, quote-unquote, the rice that were given by the Chinese government to the Liberian government, right? So now, if this particular rice finishes from on the market, So
What
they
happened?
tell us that we go back to the previous price. So
Yes,
these are
yeah, that's what's gonna happen. And
The government not fair.
Mhm.
The government not serious.
Okay,
They just
Ebuka.
got to play on the Liberian people with lies. And before they come out, we have gone behind there and made research.
Thank you.
And put it on top.
Thank
But
you.
if it
yes,
happen anyway, that would be kudos to them.
Okay.
That's it.
Kai, yeah, he said something very important because this I think like if the government is coming up with such a mandate about reducing right price, I think it's supposed to say okay from this day, okay, today is September 10, you can say from September 15 upward. Probably other people buy that very high prices and they still have them. So you're supposed to make sure you give them time that they will be able to sell the rents whatsoever 3,300 or 3,500. You get them up to September 15 or 20, and the 21st like that, and then your $14 start taking effect. But just
Okay.
to come out and bring the price that other people, he said something very important. So this is just going to let's watch and see the implementation process. But as I said, anything Joseph like I say, I can only believe when he say my mother and father are male and female. But let's wait and see what's going to happen.
Okay, let's take more calls here at 07729933, 0886304497, 0777980375. They get this person. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning. Yeah, good morning, brother.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is my water proposition. I want to see.
Yeah, man, water. Before you go further, I think somebody needs to look at your phone. There is something on the phone they call matched voice or matched voice, where they can change your voice. So when you're talking, it is not your real voice sounding on the radio. It's like a man talking. So you have to give the phone to somebody, let it look at it. I think somebody
All right.
with your phone.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. I want to say hi to Masali. You know, my son, let me tell you.
Mhm.
What you were saying about what happened, I know Gaza City.
Mhm.
Joseph Walker told the Liberian people that he would guess with the devil when he forced to tell you guess with the devil to be president. And today he's president. The devil can give you anything free. Anything the devil give you, the devil need pay back. And the only the devil can eat that blood. So that blood will continue to experience why he experienced. Because Joseph Walker said that thing, they said our political talk. But they say the power of the animal, the devil, and the power of the tornado, the death of anything you say by your tongue, by your mouth, it will come to pass. So it will be your attention that on 2 FM, 9 months of your bread to that same place, to that same demon, that 9 months of your bread. So the thing when Joseph Walker came to power, when you tell that people that what you going to, that the thing when they do it to them, say they bring reference now, Pastor Koto. Let me tell you, la propos, everything we do with the CFA, we are for it, we pay for it for our life, and we put them back to power. So when I bring reference now, they not bring reference now. That's also the whole government that affecting the doing everything they do that affect me. So thank you this afternoon.
Thank you, this person. Good morning. Hello. Okay, all right. So let me get this person on this line. Let's see what I can get this person on this line. Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, you are live. Go ahead.
Yo, okay, before we go further, right? One of the rights here. The government of Joseph Walker, the people, the most sophisticated people.
What's the name and where you calling from?
Oh, I'm Theo. I'm calling from Minneapolis.
Okay, go ahead, Theo.
Yo, so my question is, they are the most sophisticated people to live, right? Are they taking into consideration that there are ways of rice on the market, the war over Nigeria, Liberia, and every creator will have own price? I'm telling all that the so-called price give, right, will be so across. Because I will go on higher grade rice. See the government think you sell it right for $2. You have to sell that right to me. And is the government also taking into consideration that this president is talking about, right? Is that a result of the the channel donation because now you government will not for all this price reduction because you receive free rights on channel. And it's so shameful. In time, we still beg for food, we still begging for infrastructure, we still begging for everything. What kind of people we are? And we still want respect from our colleagues around the world? We're joking. We keep joking. I don't know why like people so believing academic to the put up. So dumb. And we tell smart people. So essentially my brother, there are some on deal or begging deal with the Chinese people that every 90 days of supply of life, they got rice. That's the only way you can maintain the price of the rice you're talking about. I can tell you, many rice or importer or distributor will start hiding the rice, and within a few days, people are going to go sky high. And then we're going to suffer it. Masa, Kubo, Channel, who can afford a bag of rice, who buy a cup of rice every day. She was going to suffer it. So I don't know when people who are suffering the labyrinth for the us.
Okay.
Right? It's so sad, bro.
All right.
Very sad.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your contribution on the program this morning. Let's hear from this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are live. Go ahead.
Yeah. My name is Papa Ken. You know what I will say to you? Government is not an individual thing.
Okay.
Every secret thing is belong to God. With government, because we got proliferations of radio stations and proliferations of political parties. Every political parties and radio station will want their radio or their things to be heard. But the first thing we should all understand is that when the other brother is saying it is secret, it is there, people stay in line because the food are plenty. It's not true. When something are not planted, people stay in line for it. Even though it is true that we are not working, most of us are not working. It's the same thing when in the past government, most of us are not working, our businesses broke down. But we wanted development, and we all said that yes, development first. So let's put the hunger business one side. Now it is worker time. So let business go on, let development go on. Despite there are a lot of challenges. Let us all agree that there is a lot of challenges. But before, up to now, people are not trying to agree that there are a lot of challenges. And it is not fair. It is true that if all the rest is for challenge people wherever where they took it from. But their time, they took the rest and divided among themselves. And they kept calling about complaining for that rice business. So now tell me, is it because a Baka said you pay for $14? But we were not paying $14 for rice.
Okay.
That's very expensive.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's show you that get this other person. More people need to talk. Good morning.
I'm Spencer Mohammed.
Okay.
And I called my Propo Corner, Town Coast you, went down community. In my mind, when they say rescue, you should be able to take the people that were suffering. Under President, we are so for 2018 to 2022 for $13, and the wholesale price was $15. So that's what all around here people were buying it for $2,800, $2,850. So for Joe Nima Parker, who came to rescue us to say that wholesale at $14 is very unfortunate. I think he gets us to wake up and do what is right. And the next issue has to do with the lawlessness. Koto is gradually eroding into complete lawlessness. Look at what happened in Ganta. Everybody being put on the motorbike and paraded. In my mind, in my 52 years existence, this is the very first time I've seen this kind of thing. In my mind, the country is cursed. And you see police brutality on the increase. You see the woman, the brutalized up on Ganta. The blood is everywhere. You go at the university, Brother Coma is murdering and killing our people. To me, the rule of law has vanished under them for the 2 years experienced government. So to me, this country is gradually going down, and Joe Newman Parker rescue is helping. While the rescue soldiers and us are living in complete perfection, and we don't know our future. Thank you very much for always giving us the opportunity to make our national issue.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Spencer Muhammad. This person, good morning. Good morning.
Steven.
You are on the radio. Go ahead. Your name and where you joining us from.
Thank you, Steven. This is Hussein. I'm Hussein Kew.
Go ahead.
I call from Diggsville. So I listen to Mazale and the different analysis you guys make. So in relation to the different talking points, I think it is welcoming that the government will take such decision.
That was acknowledged.
Yeah, that was acknowledged, and I know. Stephen, what have been the problem over the period have been enforcement or what we call implementation. And I think this current minister is more forceful. I listened to somebody who said the Chinese government gave
Hussein, you left the line. I hope you can call back if you can. I would really appreciate that. But I get this person. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is the man calling from province.
Yeah, go ahead, Freeman.
My take I don't know. I think it's
Okay, she went up. This person. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Go ahead.
Mr. Quanton, this is Governor William. I join you from District 13 People Village.
All right.
Let me say good morning to the other folks in the US. Let me say thanks to you for the different discussion this morning. You know, people say, oh, the government or the president reduced rent price and flour price yesterday to $14. And then John Wiatan, the rest of was expensive. Okay. How much is the current rate now? And how much was the rate to President Wiatan when we were buying rent $15 per bag? $15 per bag. Just the comparison on the rate. So even John Wiatan, if the rent was something according to them, the rate was expensive was $17 plus John Wiatan. But John Wiatan, the rate was $150. Okay, now you're saying you reduce rent price to $14. But now the $14 now, the rate is $235. So you know how much difference you can right there? You know how much difference is there?
Okay.
And you see some of those things the president do, their strategy is whenever they want to add a reducing price, the first thing they will do, they will increase it. They will add it up, then when you go a few months and then they say, oh, we can reduce the price. So put it like people as if to say they are reducing the price. They I know gas a few business. When we're buying gas here for 750, they came out to 800, 900. They say, oh, we're going to reduce the price now. We buy gas now for the 750, 740. They see place it was before. When they added up, then they say, oh, we're going to reduce it. They will never bring it down below President we are government on the price. They are here reducing price. What is price reduction now?
Okay.
They still they see my brother. Thank you for the time.
Let's hold you there, this person. Good morning.
Yeah, Mr. Fowler.
Yeah, good morning. Your name and where you calling us from. Go ahead.
Yeah, I call from Balance here, precisely, District 11. I'm Pastor Emmanuel Cooper.
Okay, Pastor, go ahead.
Yeah, firstly, I want to thank you for the analysis and your guest, Aji Masale and the other guys. But, hello?
Yeah, go ahead, Pastor.
My point is, as the whole country as Liberia is, we shouldn't be boasting about a rice price reduction. We need to be talking about rice production. Liberia has the funniest soil in terms of Bon County, Nima County, Lofa County was the bread basket of Liberia in the day before the war. So just sit there having a president who was a former agriculture minister. You don't have a national policy on agriculture. You're living on imported rice to the extent and you're boasting about $1 reduction, $1.50 reduction. It's a disgrace. We have access to international world by connectivity to Vienna, Sri Lanka. India is the largest producer of the rice we're eating, and at the 4 or 10 class rice here. I did a research on that. So we got soil here. You know, you have good budget for agriculture in your own country. So it's a disgrace and shame and embarrassment for us as a Liberian who have a better soil than even Ghana, than Nigeria. When you're sitting down and talking about rice price reduction, it's a disgrace and embarrassment to our society. So even our children, where will you live on? What is your legacy as a government, as a government or a leader? We need to start thinking about these petty things about rice. Another day when 1979 they had rice riots,
Let us start fooling the people.
Thank you.
Joseph Baga government come in and lay a national platform for agriculture that we can grow our own food here, even export rice. Even water, we don't even have water. The water we harvest here, water harvest is a project. You don't have no things in there no more. Dollar reduction or rest, that program you initiated for the whole country to be jumping all above. Thank you, brother. God bless
Okay,
you.
thank you. Let's go to this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Kondo.
Good morning.
I'm taking good quarter from school this morning.
Yeah, great. Go ahead.
Kondo will always say, happy while we're president. When everyone says something, one country get nothing. But I wonder what that's what they're in. They put it already feed but so fuck I talk about red, the whole country nothing. I swear behind you or what?
They may bring red bread down. So
where? Also, where? The red bread bring up one gonna say no here, no say the whole country get nothing again. I swear. Also. But you see, brother, tell me. That's where behind me. Oh, they see the country was okay, no. Or fuck I talk about red, the country not get nothing. No here, no say. Before I say people with them,
all right, patient. There, who you there? This person. Good morning.
Yeah, I'm not say.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want all the government. This why they carry down. I mean, you had a race. Where they put by high race, where they breaking it down. Why the race? They don't deal with the race. With all the rest. And somebody will not suffer. When the president people, they have the put behind the food.
Okay.
They put behind the food where they put money inside.
Yeah.
They have the pack. They eat the money that will be halfway. That's for cup of food. They pay already. Please, we hold your food. We hold your food. Baga, that your lala. We hold your food. The machine disappear. Your bosses disappear. All the people everything disappear. Please, who want to put my water right in the shop?
Okay.
What want to hurry? Want to keep it? Will suffer. Thank you, Oba.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you. The person. Good morning. Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Your name and where you joining us from?
The same person was just talking about Joseph Bagala, liar papi down there.
Yeah, but let's
people have for that man, for that papi that say what can I experience you have? I see someone that said running away from the community because they cannot see anything from that papi.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's give other people the chance since you spoke earlier on. This person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. Your name and where you joining us from?
My name is Daniel. Joining from Sept.
Daniel, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to know because people saying our red bread and food and about buying red 3,100, so not 3,150. So I don't know why.
Yeah, so the decision was taken on yesterday, and we're hoping, as we heard from the commerce minister, she's going to enforce that. And so in the coming weeks, days or so, we want to see what will happen next.
All right. Thank you, bro.
Thank you, my dear brother. This other person. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
I'm fine. Your name and where you joining us from?
Mary Baba calling from Mambagri.
Yeah, Mary, go ahead.
Yes, even the people came out 3 things in their campaign. We say not to work, see present her, and they by on the street, and the other one was the drugs. So I overheard one day saying that the rest I was doing a free rest, and they share among themselves. If Waka knows very well the rest that is swinging from China here is not enough. What we have did, he kept the own for the disaster management. It was better that he come out to tell us. But now when you are saying this, that you bring rest president, what in case that rest finish and prices go up? That is the noise. Then she saying that other people taking their side. When she got to know that other people should take their side, during that day, they ever get this chance to explain themselves. So that now they want me also do that we should understand, think person this, think person that. I will tell her that if she listens to me, then she get up our land. Then she go to their post FM.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's take a few more calls and go home. And yes, very important. This person. Okay, I got this person. Good morning.
Hello, brother.
Hello, your name and where you joining us from, please?
This is Pioneer calling from Right Hills community.
All right, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, on red press and other things, these are now both new.
Mm.
When we are told over, he was giving subsidy to red dealer. And because of that, the red press, I bought a 2 bags of red from one of my entities back in 77, $28 during our administration.
Mm.
The people brought a politics when the election was coming. They brought politics in the red business because they know that red is a political
commodity. Yeah.
That how red pressure started going on. They started hiding the red all over, taking red carrying it in Guinea. So they're now a bull there. And the international the people that are producing the red, they're bringing the red press that is no class all over. So that how they play any kind of food that they put me.
All right.
Where the rate of even 160, 170, 160. Why is the rate now? So like we are cool or talking about we are not history. We don't history. That's why we say that our news. Red playing $14 for when the election are coming. How they bring the property in the red business, they start hiding the red all over here.
Thank you. Let's hold you there. Let's hold you there. Get this person. Good morning.
Good
morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, you are live. Go ahead.
Thank you for King's FM. And let me say thank you to the many listeners and the topic on the discussion.
What's the
Look, thank you all. This is the vote of Lawrence Pierre from the fast for operation. This is now used as the Muslim country.
Okay.
Look, I think this president is a joker, right? This president is a serious joker. Baka is a serious joker. What do I mean? Look, what Baka did, right, is going to cause a future harm to we the end consumer.
Okay.
Baka carry on taking order yesterday by releasing the press. He seen yesterday and he said with immediate effect.
It wasn't an executive order, but it was a committee recommendation.
I know a committee by the vice president, and he retained the president reduce of vice president, and he said with immediate effect, right?
Yeah.
Now, yes, what's the issue? Like many of the callers are saying, what because of those people who bought arrest 1 or 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago? At least you should have said we are giving 1 or 2 months for those who bought arrest few months or weeks ago, so that after that 2 months, after that 1 or 2 months, and then the press control can take effect. But here's the thing. We are getting serious information and first-hand information that the Chinese government, the Chinese government sent of 14,000 bags of rice, of 10,000 bags of rice to the Liberian people. That rice has to be sold, or was not to be given to West people for baking and to be sold for 14 or 14 or 15 or $15. What Baka is doing is when in case the people are not able to stay well for the remaining months to come. What becomes of Liberia?
Okay.
Because this is just an emergency in something, right? Because the people said they will continue. But when in case in the long term, like before this, I cannot continue again because of no reason. What becomes of Liberia? So this thing we are seeing here is that people are going to carry on artificial shortage, for rest. When you see business people or keeping a rest and be telling Liberian people that no rest, and then Liberia will suffer.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's hold you there. And yes, so I'm sorry, we are not taking any more call. But let me now cross over to Aliyu as he gives a parting comment. Aliyu, you are back on.
Thank you, Stevie, and thanks to the callers. I think we are all saying the same thing here today. Like everybody last say, if the government receives like 14,000 bags of rice, as they are saying, 14,000, and those big bags, and then you share it into 2 bags, you rebag it. It can even sell Bolsonaro alone. Then we not talking about the entire country. 14,000 bags of rice. So this is just going to another way of making fun of with Liberian people. Like I said, let's wait for the implementation process. And just as Oliver said, this thing and the last caller just now, even if the government was to bring 100 metric tons of rice in the country, you can't just come up today and say, oh yes, I want rice to be sold $14 tomorrow. Even when you can bring 100 metric tons of rice into the country, what you need to do is Those people who already bought their rice and tea, tell them from today to October 15, the price of rice will be $14 on the Liberian market. Now we have rice here to put outside for the country. Like that, people will be able to sell their rice and get a profit whatsoever, and then be waiting now to go October 10 and then start buying rice to bring it out in their various shops and businesses. And then the price take effect the October 15, 16. But just to come and say the price of rice should be $14. So people who are having that rice, they bought, why are they going? They are not going to drop it to $14. So at the end of the day, you're coming start closing people business places for no reason. Because you people yourself are the law and gospel, you have the law into your hand. So that's what's going to happen. People who bought their rice $500, you think they're going to sell it for $14 today or tomorrow? It's not going to happen. So another noise is coming. This government don't play anything properly. These people, they don't have no experience that they brag about, because you Stephen, you just come from where today you go home, you tell your wife, oh yes, this is what I want for us to start doing from now on. No, you have to put things in place before.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yes, these are common sense. So God bless America, God bless that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. He's Ali, you master lady. Earlier you listened to Solomon. He couldn't continue the show with us due to an engagement. But we'd like to say many thanks to every one of you. Those of you who called and make your own contribution on the show this morning. And for those of you who follow us via our various social media platforms, we say thanks to every one of you. And we are hoping to be back here on Friday by the special grace of God with another edition. But before then, do have yourself a blessed midweek. I'm Stephen Compton. Bye-bye.